Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Duplin County where the state has decided it's going to reduce some fines that the animal shelter incurred earlier. Now, the fine came after the North Carolina Department of Agriculture inspected the facility on November 17th. Now, on Wednesday, county officials said the shelter had paid a $700 fine, which was reduced from the original $1,700 fine. Now, the facility passed a surprise follow-up inspection in January with staff training provided in December. The state received complaints about suspected violations back in mid-November. A few days later, a former employee alleged animal abuse and improper euthanasia procedures to WITN, prompting the state visitation on November 17th. Now, state inspectors went inside an enclosure with 2 kittens and a dry water bowl. They said one kitten was provided with water and drank for 3 minutes straight, while the other one was found dead. They also found several violations, such as dirty litter boxes and water bowls, and no documentation of euthanasia or of daily social interaction with animals. Last month, interim county manager Lisa Hughes said they were working on improving conditions and asked the community to show grace to its employees. Now we have some good news to share with you. This out of, well, this is out of, Pollocksville, Jones County. Attorney General Jeff Jackson presented the Dogwood Award to Pollocksville Mayor Jay Bender this past Friday. Now created in 2017 by then Attorney General Josh Stein, the award recognizes North Carolinians who keep people safe, healthy, and happy in their communities. Mayor Bender handled the aftermath of Hurricane Florence in 2018 after Pollocksville experienced severe flooding, with about 75 buildings sustaining major water damage. Now, Attorney General Jeff Jackson said, quote, Mayor Bender has been devoted over 40 years to serving the people of Pollocksville. He's fought for storm recovery and economic development in Pollocksville and has proven to be a strong advocate for all of Eastern North Carolina, end quote. Now, he has served in the role since 1982. Huge congratulations go out to Mayor Bender and all of Pollocksville. Always good to be recognized for the good you are doing. Mayor Bender, you're doing a great job. Now let's talk about your weather forecast. It is going to be another warm day coming up tomorrow. Winds aren't going to be quite as strong as what we have seen today, but today's winds were unusually strong for a day where we don't have a cold front directly impacting us right after. Currently looking at 72-degree air temperatures right now along the Neuse River in Craven County. Comes with the southwesterly wind at 15 miles per hour. Winds, again, have been blustery. We've seen wind gusts upwards around 40 to 45 miles an hour. In fact, we saw 43-mile-per-hour gusts at around 2 p.m. in New Bern earlier today. Right now, Greenville also hanging on to the low 70s with a west-southwesterly breeze at 15 miles per hour. Current air temperatures on your map right now show most of us in the upper 60s to low 70s. A little bit cooler, though, as you get closer to the water. Overall, not really seeing a whole lot of a cool down coming until we get to the weekend. So for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, warm conditions on the way, and right now air temperatures are around 7 to 15 degrees warmer than where they were yesterday at this point, thanks to a 10 to 20 mile an hour sustained breeze that is still holding steady across most of eastern North Carolina. Now, gusts are starting to relax a little bit. We're not seeing the same sort of winds we had back at around 1 and 2 p.m. this afternoon. That's when winds reached their peak. So from here on out, wind speeds will gradually relax as we head through the next several hours. Let's talk about what we've got coming up for tomorrow. Starting out your day in the mid-50s. To put that into perspective, normal high for this time of year is the upper 50s to low 60s. We're going to be at that range between 9 and 10 a.m. tomorrow. And while we're really not going to be seeing much, if any, sort of sunshine, We will have a southwesterly breeze, and that will bring us some warmer air temperatures through the afternoon. Now, we'll also again be tracking a few isolated rain showers rolling by through the day tomorrow. It's not going to be a lot of rain, but we will see some as that cold front kind of hugs the North Carolina and Virginia line. Those of you watching closer to Virginia will have a slightly higher chance of maybe seeing a few raindrops get squeezed out of those clouds. But everyone has a better chance of seeing rain showers over this coming weekend. Let's take a look at your full 8-day forecast. 71 coming up for tomorrow, turns to 76 on Friday. We're in the low 60s on Saturday, low 50s on Sunday, and then by Monday, mid 40s. Overnight lows, though, dropping all the way back down to the upper 20s Monday night into Tuesday. It comes with a lot of sunshine, but that chill is going to be noticeable, especially for those of you who may get used to the low to mid 70s we're going to be seeing over the next 2 days. Well, that's all we have time for today's 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back coming up tomorrow morning at 7:10 a.m. with Jim and Gigi. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday.